Hello, it is Ben Walker here from the Full Stack Accelerator, and I've been talking to a number of people this week all about deciding on a niche. So an industry to choose to work with and why that is so important. And especially in the engineering, in the software world, but even in the marketing world, in the website development world, a lot of people think that choosing a niche is all about matching your skill set with a specific industry. You know, if you've only ever done, let's say, IT work in the manufacturing industry, you know, a lot of people think that that's why they're choosing that niche. It's a skill match. But I'm here to tell you that it is not. The purpose of choosing a niche for your freelance business, for your digital agency, is not to match your skill set with the requirements of that industry. The reason that you choose a niche from a business perspective is all marketing and sales driven. Something amazing happens when you choose a niche, when you choose an industry to focus on, in that all of a sudden you know exactly who you're targeting for your marketing efforts, for your sales outreach efforts, for all of the activity that must take place leading up to you closing a client. So let's say that if you're one of the students of the Full Stack Accelerator, you have an email outreach system in place, you have a LinkedIn outreach system in place, and these are free organic outreach methodologies that you can use to start up conversations with the key decision makers in the businesses that you can service. Now, let's say you have those systems, so you have the ability to generate clients, but if you don't have a niche or an industry to start doing outreach to, you will get lost. You know, even if you have these incredible systems to start doing outreach to fantastic clients, if you don't have an industry to focus on, where do you start? You know, the prospect of prospecting, you know, whether it's email, whether it's LinkedIn, when everyone is your potential client, is overwhelming. And just from a psychological point of view, it's a barrier. You know, you can't take focused action when you don't know where to target that focus. So what happens is that when you choose a niche, and it's important that when you do choose a niche that you don't overthink it. You just need to choose an industry that ideally you have some experience with, perhaps in a previous full-time role, perhaps you have a family member or a friend who have some sort of insights into that industry or that particular vertical. You just want to choose one. And the reason it's not important is that as a freelancer, as an agency owner, your specific skill sets can help a huge range of people, but you just need to focus your ability to help people for the sake of your marketing, for the sake of your outreach, and for the sake of your sales. Now, let's say that you have cash flow coming into the freelance business, you have revenue coming in, and you want to scale. And let's say that rather than increasing your prices, you want to scale your business by attracting more clients. So let's say that you start a Facebook advertising campaign, which is another thing that I teach in the Full Stack Accelerator. You build this high converting sales funnel and you start driving traffic in from Facebook with that strategy. What you need when you start paying for traffic is a very clear persona of who you're targeting. Because guess what? Generic ad copy, generic images, generic call to actions on paid traffic sources, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Google, whether it's YouTube, are ineffective. And when you start paying for traffic, you want to make sure that your ROI and your conversion rates and your ability to attract your ideal clients into your business are all on point. It's these sales funnels, these sort of paid advertising opportunities are a numbers-based game. So you need to make sure that you're converting at a certain level. You need to make sure that your cost per click is down. You need to make sure that your cost per lead is within a certain KPI. And if your marketing, if your ad copy, your images, and your call to actions are all generic because you're targeting everybody, you are not going to see the best possible results that you should see from that sort of system. What happens though, so let's say you do have a very focused niche that you're targeting, a very focused, let's say, industry that you're targeting. And let's say, for example, you're targeting, the manufacturing industry. Let's say there's a specific sort of manufacturing industry that you're focusing on. All of a sudden, when your ad copy, when your LinkedIn, when your email, when all of these sort of marketing activities, all of these prospecting activities that you have in your business to generate cash flow are all focused towards that specific industry, all of a sudden you can use the words that industry uses. You will very quickly get an understanding, once you strike up conversations with people, of what that industry is struggling with. You will understand, generally speaking, what the goals are of the business owners, of the managers, of the directors, in the businesses within that industry. And very quickly, you can match your marketing messages with the current situation of the people within that industry and of their desires and of their goals. And all of a sudden, your outreach activities, your marketing activities, the sales calls that you're having with these potential clients, the effectiveness of those will just absolutely explode, because you're focused, you have empathy, you have understanding, and you know what the key decision makers in these businesses want to achieve. And that's why choosing a niche is so important as a freelancer or a digital agency owner. You're not doing it to match your skill set. You're doing it for your marketing and sales so you can build a consistently profitable business. And there's one more important point that I want to touch on before I finish this video. You don't have to stick with a niche. Don't feel like when you choose this niche that it's the end of your life servicing all of these other opportunities and possibilities. It's just a marketing strategy for you to apply focus to your business and who you're doing outreach to and who you're targeting with your marketing copy. And if you don't want to do that sort of work anymore, or you don't want to focus on that niche anymore, just change. You want to give each industry that you focus on the opportunity to prove to you, yes or no, this is a viable industry for me to focus on from a business perspective. But you're not marrying this thing. This is just a way for you to apply focus to your marketing and sales activities. So choose a niche, start targeting that niche as far as your marketing and sales is concerned. And if you want to talk to me personally about your freelance business and how to grow it into a consistently profitable and sustainable business, then please, click the link below this video and book a one-on-one call with me, where I'll give you personalized guidance on what you should do for your unique situation. I hope this video had a lot of value, and I hope it has a big impact on the growth and the profitability of your freelance business.